I am Casey Coker Jarvis. I am Corky Coker's daughter, and this is the Coker Museum. Let me give you a little tour. My grandfather started Coker Tire Company in 1958, and my dad took it over in 1974, and he saw a need in the market for vintage cars to have tires and wheels, hence what we have here. So if he made a tire or a wheel, he wanted to display, this is what we make and this is what it goes on. So he became a collector and just never sold anything. He does say that everything does have a price, but it's not going to be the price that you like. Anyways, these are some of our vehicles here. We've got some rat rods, we've got some street rods, we've got some roadsters that we've made. This car right here has actually been on the Great Race, I think a couple times, in 2008 maybe. We also have a, we call it double exposure that looks like that, and it's, I don't know where it is. So the Coker Museum is basically a collection of Corky's private cars, motorcycles, airplanes. We had someone discuss a boat the other day and wants to donate it, which is great. And he actually did buy about 30 boat motors recently. You know, we just like vintage stuff. We like history, and we like sharing it with people. So Coker Museum tours are self-guided Tuesday through Saturday, 10 to 4. We're open to the public. We also are a restoration shop. Let's go this way and I can show you a little more. So this is actually one of the daily drivers of Corky's. It's a 51 Ford truck. This is a most recent purchase that we've got. It's a Pope-Hartford, which has actually been in 1923, which is a Yellowstone spinoff television show. He purchased this from Jeff Chatton, our friend down in Marietta, Georgia. My daughter's been in it, and it looks like a Cinderella car, as she would like to say, because look at that, it's got a little coach box. This is all original too. This is how the window would go up and down. So when the window goes down, this fabric goes down in there, and to pull it back up, you pull this. This is original. My daughter likes getting in that one. So we've got a vintage Woody that's not been restored, and then also same year, 36, that has been restored. There's a lot of verbiage about different vehicles. We recently had this 17 Harley Sidecar in a Leno Tivoli fundraiser gala, and a lot of people got to learn a little bit more about it. We do have QR codes here. It is a self-guided tour, but with QR codes, people can go at their own pace, scan the code, watch a video of Corky telling about where we got the car, history of the car, if we drive it, what restorations we've done on it. So people can take their time walking through and learning more. Right here is our paint booth. We do paint and body. We've got a really awesome guy named Ricky who's part of our team, that he can just get in there and sand away, paint away. He's been doing a great job. He recently finished a 1922 Duesenberg that we built here. And you'll see part of the cowl up here. We also make wood wheels, which is kind of rare. In here you'll see on the wall we have spokes from pre-1920. So you might see some Sharpie on those, and it'll say Buick 1910 or an American LaFrance fire truck. So if we have one spoke, we can make a set of wheels for any vehicle that has wood wheels. We also make the stand wheel rims, demountable, detachable here. It's a process. If you want some wheels restored, or you want some wheels made, or some rims, we can do that here too. We are handicap accessible because all the cars have to have ramps and stuff. So we do a lot of tours with schools and assisted livings and just all kinds of different educational programs. So we can open a door if you've got a scooter or something. Right here is our restoration shop. Currently right in front of you, we have a 1911 Marmon Wasp. We are taking this car to Indianapolis in the second or third week of June and racing this. We actually built this here at Amish Charlie. We had the original Marmon Wasp here, and we took a ton of pictures and basically copied it and made our own. And it will shoot flames. It is very fun. Here's the body, or here's the chassis of the 22 Duesenberg I was telling you about. And we've got a 1920 Mercer raceabout that we're also hoping to bring to Indianapolis. We're kind of tuning some on that. We also have an 18 that we've been working on. Over here is a we work on customers' cars too. So this is a Triumph TR6 that we've been working on. We've got two awesome guys in there. We've got Hugh and Bennett. They've been putting this car together. They pulled it out in pieces, and they're literally piecing it back together. So it's like adult Legos. Adult Legos, right? Would y'all call it? Yeah, exactly. And over here we have someone named Corky Coker. And then we've got Zach, who's been working on this newest car. This is our 1917 Pathfinder, which I'm gonna be racing at Indy. Dad, say hi to our friends.
Hi, how are you?
So I just recently bought this belt.
You finally got the
I got the right.
It was an inch.
Yes. So anyways, we bought this Pathfinder. The hood is somewhere, and it was shaking, and so we needed to find some leather straps to fit in there. Corky walks over to me and says, hey, we need a leather belt here. He failed to tell me the width. Yeah, anyways, I needed a 1-inch wide leather belt. So this is gonna be very fun. Have you fit in this before? Have you sat in this?
I can't fit it.
Okay, so it's small. I've got short legs. We're gonna try it. So
we're gonna fix it so we can.
So we've got a Nyberg here. It's a 1910 Nyberg. This is the only vehicle that's ever had a company that is from Chattanooga. So it was built in Chattanooga in the teens. Nyberg had their company, I think, from 1910 to 1913. Then we've got our 1911 Lozier over here. Then we've got a Jaguar that we've built. We've got Richard over there putting some new tires on the wheels for the Pathfinder. It came with white walls, and it didn't look racing appropriate, if you ask me. So over here, this is where we make our rims. This is where we put together vehicles. This is a bunch of parts that we just got in for a 1911 Oldsmobile. So this is gonna be a really cool project that we're gonna have in the next couple of years. We're gonna try and make it original as possible, so it will be a lengthy process. Here's where we can cut out wheels, true them out, and yeah, do the whole process. Right here, this is a customer's car. This is kind of random. It is a Rolls-Royce Silver Ghost, and we're making a truck out of it. Very fun. So this is our storyboard up here, where we're gonna be making our 1911 limited tour bout for the Oldsmobile. So those are original drawings. I wanna say it's 1/18th, I don't know. Those are original drawings. The storyboard over there is where we're gonna get pictures of how we're gonna make pieces that we don't have and putting it together. So this is where we create. And right behind you is the frame of it. So it was a process finding it and getting it here. And over here, this is a Monarch tracer lathe from 1947. It made airplane parts in the Korean War. So you get a blank that looks like this. This goes in on the tracer lathe, and slowly but surely, it shaves off pieces to, it is a long process. It shaves off pieces, and then it'll eventually turn into a stand-weld rim or lock rings. So we can make those here. And this is the museum itself. We host a lot of events here. We recently, last week, we had the Kyle Petty charity ride for Victory Junction, which is a foundation that he created that helps children go to camp that have terminal illnesses. So we hosted that here. We had about 300 people, and we took a whole row of cars out, had tables and chairs set up. Corky and Kyle did a little talk at the stage. We can host weddings. We've had people get married here. We do a lot of Christmas parties for corporate events. So as you can see, Corky is a big brass car fan. This car right here, this is one of our favorites. It's a 1909 Thomas Flyer. This belonged to my grandfather, Harold. We called it Big Red, as you can see, because it's big and red. A lot of the vehicles on this side are cars that we do race. We do have 2 customer cars in here that belong to one of Corky's friends that we've helped fix, and he's coming to pick them up soon. We've got a National over here. We've got a 1913 Interstate. This 28 Bentley blower is very fun to drive, and a fun little fact, Brian Johnson from AC/DC has a same like car, and at the 2021 Motor Car Festival, he brought it, and they were side to side, same color green and everything. It was really cool. The 1910 Overland has driven in the Coker, or the Chattanooga motor car. This is a new car that we have recently purchased. It's kind of a secret. It's a Chadwick. Not sure if many people know about it, that we have it here. So when we host events, we have a separate entrance that you can see. There's our sign. So we can set the museum up to however you'd like. We have caterers that we use. We have photographers, DJs. We have bartenders. We have preferred people that we use, but we also can cater it to however the person wants it to have. So if there's a certain caterer that a bride might want, we work with whoever they prefer, and we can help you out as much as you need or let you make all the decisions. So we do have a catering kitchen in here. We've got a lot of tabletops that are tall. We've got a ton of tables and chairs. We've had proms in here. That was pretty fun. So this is one of our show cars that we take to a lot of different places. It's a 1927 Isotta Fraschini. I always want to say Chini, like zucchini, because it's Italian. It's a dual cowl Phaeton, and we purchased it maybe about 1.5 years ago at Amelia Island. It is a beautiful car. It's got double white walls. It runs very smooth, and it's just gorgeous to look at. So one of these cars in the 20s cost about $9,000, which was a ton back then. But then if you wanted to make certain pieces of it adjusted to how you wanted it, it could go up to $20,000. But like $20,000 right before the Great Depression, whew. I personally want to drive this Jeep a lot. But this is one of the only cars my dad said, it's got original miles on it. I don't want you getting that mileage up high. But we do drive these cars in here. It's a 79 CJ5. It's very fun. We finished restoring this Thunderbird right here. 67 Camaro is a favorite of customers. We've got 2 Jaguars here. And then we've got a really pretty 57 300 SL. We do not have a gull wing, but that doesn't mean we won't have one at some point. We host a lot of schools throughout the year, and we like to help out with getting the younger folks knowing about the history of cars, because some kids come in here and they have no idea that cars had wood wheels or that they didn't even have seatbelts. You know, they just think of a push start nowadays, which is, you know, that's fair. That's what they know.